It's crazy to think that just a year ago, we were planning this crazy RV adventure. We had no idea what to expect, what to pack, what we were going to do, where we were going to go, and then we went on our first shakedown trip, and it was incredible, and we immediately fell in love. That led to buying an RV, packing up the RV, moving everything we had into the RV, and we finally set a date. July 8th, 2019, we left for our crazy big adventure. When we set out, we had no real reservations. Even the first day we left, we headed to the Grand Canyon with no reservations at all. No route, no plans, we just went for it. And it was so much fun. We saw Horseshoe Bend, and then we headed to Colorado, where we saw Black Canyon of the Gunnison. And then we went and met up with our first ever friends that we met on the road. And let me tell you, some of the most amazing friendships are formed on the road. We explored Custer State Park, did lots of hikes with babies on our backs, and had our fair share of Walmart parking lot stays. So fancy. We then went to Yellowstone, which was probably our most favorite national park. Got to swim in the boiling river and see the Grand Prismatic Springs. And then after that, we started to go to the Grand Tetons, and everything went downhill. The real shakedown happened. We went through so many generators and we got really discouraged. But finally, it all started coming together. We started school, and we just soaked every second up of this beautiful trip. We went up to Idaho, swam in some hot springs, saw a lake, and celebrated Sophia's birthday, our first birthday that we got to celebrate in the RV, and it was so special. We went on to have more craziness, stuck on a mountain, but then it was just balanced with more exploring and more memories. After Oregon, we made our way through California and we saw Yosemite, and then we went down to Southern California, where we just reflected on how much can change in a year. And then we headed to New Mexico and we went to the balloon fiesta. I got to ride in a hot air balloon, and we also went to White Sands. And I think what makes the first 6 months of this trip even more special is that our route was in the shape of a heart. I could not have planned that more perfectly. Maybe that's because we didn't plan it at all. After we left Arizona again, we headed to Texas, and we had our first Christmas in the RV. It was so special because it was so simple, and we just got to enjoy each other. We explored Texas even more, went to Dallas, and hung out with more friends. And I'm just so thankful we even got to go on this journey. Yes, there have been plenty of ups and downs, but every single second has been worth it. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and make sure you stay all the way to the end so you can watch the bloopers. And we're just so grateful for all of you that have watched our journey from the beginning. And if you're new here, we'd love to have you stick around so you can continue to watch our adventures. All right, let's get into the video. Hey guys, I'm Kathleen.
I'm ready.
I'm still Jill.
And if you're new here, we are Faithbound Travel. We've been on the road since July of 2019. And we wanted to do kind of like a update budget video. However, full disclaimer, this isn't extremely accurate. It's not every little thing that we've spent, because we didn't keep up that well, as you will see in a minute. So this doesn't include things like eating out, little random things that we bought, and generators. Kind of going to go month by month and what we spent on campgrounds, gas, groceries, and then miscellaneous, which is kind of which is like car payments, RV payments, healthcare, and insurance. And give you the total for each month. But we want to give you an idea of what you can expect for us. We're a family of 5, and we want to give an update on 1,000 Trails, and that will be at the end of this video, so make sure you watch all the way to the end, because we'll give an update of kind of like our thoughts.
Our experience in 1,000 Trails as a zone pass holder. So in the beginning, boondocking was how we figured we would control our budget as far as like roughly monthly what we wanted to spend. But when we started, we didn't track every dollar. We had a bigger budget. We didn't sell our house, so we knew like in our pocket what we had to be able to spend. But we also, like, when we go over these numbers, you got to remember, like, we didn't live in our RV like we were vacationing. We weren't going crazy at shopping centers, buying new clothes. Yeah. We weren't buying everything at the gift shop. We did buy more stuff at Yellowstone than we normally would. It was about $120.
Yeah, about like $100, I think.
It was easily over $100.
We all got shirts and stickers.
Because it was... That was like one of the highlights, I think. Yeah. Like one of the places that we went that we were like, yeah, we want to remember this with a shirt or a hat or a sticker. But we didn't go like super elaborate shopping when we stopped at every place. We lived the life, so it wasn't a strict budget, but it wasn't a super loose budget like we were spending as if we were on vacation.
And we had so much fun. So the first month on campgrounds, we spent $482.95. Groceries, we spent $509.27, and in gas, so the first 2 to 3 months, we were moving every 3 to 5 days. It was really fast and it was amazing. But you'll notice how much we spent on gas. So gas in July was $1,082.59. And then so in total, including car payments, RV health insurance, and all of that, $3,296.81 is roughly around what we spent in July. Then August happened, and that was when we started going through all the generators, and we basically didn't boondock at all.
Yeah, so that was like rough because it was hot. We were in, where were we coming from?
We were in Utah for a while.
Utah.
That was the one and only time we stayed at a KOA.
Yeah, so we left. We drove from Wyoming down into Utah. Yeah. Like the Salt Lake City area. So like, our gas prices reflect that, our gas budget, because.
And our campground.
We were driving like I want to say when we first started in July. Yeah. We drove from Colorado, or we drove from one part of Colorado to another part, and that was like a 12-hour drive day. No stopping, like we straight drove that, which was, that's our longest drive day. Yeah, it is. But it was because they closed the freeway, and that was the only way around. So we had to drive it.
So in August in campgrounds, we spent $1,480.67. In groceries, we spent $663.14, and in gas, again, it was roughly almost the same, $1,090.27. With the grand total, including all the other miscellaneous stuff, was $4,455.41. So that was our most expensive month ever because we were going through it. It was basically like our shakedown month, and our budget reflects that a lot.
So memory-wise, it was a shakedown, and
I'll link the video.
A lot of campgrounds because the beginning of August, end of July was when we started running into problems with the generator in Utah. Yeah. Then we drove over to Yellowstone. That was a very expensive RV park. Oh, yeah. Then we went inside. That was decently expensive for no hookups. And then we went to Portland. Yeah.
We were just...
And that was full hookup RV park in the city.
We had gotten our freedom, and we just went. Yeah. And I have no regrets whatsoever. No. It was the best summer ever.
You wouldn't be able to keep up that pace, though. No. If you were going to full-time with no real understanding of when you want to stop, or no stopping in sight. Yeah. You'd have to have a huge budget or be making a lot of money on the road, because we had campgrounds where we paid in Yosemite. We were paying how much a night?
Oh man, it was like $50 maybe.
Was it 50? Because didn't it go up because it was like Labor Day weekend? It went up, and we extended
it through. Was all over the place.
That was super nice though.
September we only spent $332.99 on campgrounds. $424.46 on groceries, and $516.12 on gas, with a total of $2,495.57. In October, we spent a total of $589 on campgrounds, $411.75 on groceries, $225.42 on gas, with a total of $2,448.17. November, we were at my mom's house all month long because it was Thanksgiving, and so that we didn't really include that. So December is when we bought our Thousand Trails membership. It was $585. What zones did we get?
Southeast and Southwest.
Yeah, so that's what, Texas, Florida, all those states in between, and Arizona and California. Because we thought we were going to be going east to Florida, but that didn't happen. But it still ended up being extremely worth it because now we can still use it in Arizona and California. So in total, in December, we did spend $708.17 on campgrounds, but that includes the camping zone pass from Thousand Trails. We left my mom's house again at the beginning of December, so that only includes those first couple of nights getting out to Texas. We spent $401 on groceries, $364.58 on gas, with a total of $2,705 in December. But now January, we only spent $39 on campgrounds. We boondocked for about 2 weeks, and then the rest of the time we were in the Thousand Trails parks in North and South Texas. So groceries, we spent $480.72. Gas was $496.59, plus all our miscellaneous stuff, with a total of $2,247.31. Obviously, you can see that having the zone pass with Thousand Trails is extremely helpful if you know you want full hookups, if you don't mind being in certain locations, and not being the closest to everything.
True. I would say that's one of the biggest cons for me with Thousand Trails was a lot of the locations, they were within an hour of like a metropolitan area we may needed to be in for work or just for entertainment where we were visiting. So if you were okay with driving an hour, some cases in the Texas ones an hour and a half.
Yeah, so some of them just aren't that close to like bigger cities, or they're just like in the middle of nowhere. And then if you know, like we tried to get into a park it was near Houston, and we couldn't get in because it's one of the nicer ones. So the ones that people know are the nicest ones are the hardest ones to get into, and then don't even get me started about Florida. We tried to get in there plenty of times before we decided to stay, which is one of the reasons why we decided to stay out here for the winter, because we would have had to call every day, multiple times a day, to try to get in to just extend another day. So when you know it's the busy season, because that's where a lot of RVers are wintering, it's really hard to get in if you're trying to stay in the Thousand Trails system.
As a zone pass holder.
Yes.
Because you only get, how many days? 30 days or 60 days?
I'm not sure.
As a zone pass holder? You don't get as long as like the elite members.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it means that much to you to pay $8 to $10 grand to be able to book Florida out like that, by all means, you do what you do.
Right.
But for us, it didn't make sense. We're from Florida, so for us to go, it was more to see family and then like little things that we never saw as kids.
Yeah. Like we grew up there. So yeah, I hope that helps. I hope that kind of gives you an idea, a rough idea of what it costs, because it's not free by any means. It doesn't, it can be as cheap or as expensive really as you want to make it, just like if you're in a house. If you boondock all the time, it's a lot cheaper, but you're still paying for propane and gas. But it is much cheaper than paying for campgrounds.
True.
And then if you want to stay in full hookups all the time, you can spend a lot of money, and that's where the Thousand Trails comes in if you want to go that way. But yeah, I hope this helps and isn't all over the place.
Just do your math.
Yeah.
If you're gonna boondock, you got to do your math and kind of, like I think I said this before in a video, you have to be more forward thinking about everything. So if you're running propane or your generator for your furnace or your electric fireplace, which one's cheaper in that area? Like, are you paying more per gallon for gas, or are you paying more per gallon for propane?
Yeah.
And then how far are you going to get propane? How far are you going to get gas?
It's like all those little things, and
all
they
that
add up
stuff
quickly.
adds up, and by the time, if you don't do that forward thinking, you could end up paying the same, if not more, to stay in a campground over the boondocking. But if you're boondocking, it's mostly because you like the area you're in, and it's not really for money saving. You just like being out in the elements, not really campground feel.
Yeah.
Because not all campgrounds are a feel of like what you want from your family to be in.
But every single second has been worth it. Every single dollar spent has been worth it.
Yes.
If you're thinking about doing this, do it. Do your research.
Do your homework.
Save your money.
Yes. Do your homework.
Make sure you know what's coming in and what's going out. Just like if you are budgeting for a house. So I hope this helps. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Out there. The kids are outside playing.
We have 3 kids. And they need to be occupied. Gosh.
This thing should be warm.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, that's why I was like, we have to change this because we're just all like.
Like, where are y'all at? We're not going there.